Hey guys, it's Steph from Hot and Moving, and it's been a while since I've talked about Deion Sanders, and there's a clear reason. Okay, I mean when you are winning games and you are in year three, um, Deion, when he first got to Colorado, year one, we just getting started. Year two, we in the middle of a good resurrection. And year three, you're thinking, okay, now let's see what Deion Sanders can do now that Shador and Travis is gone and the skilled wideouts are gone. Um, not much to talk about. They're 1-2. Okay, Look, I'm not gonna write Deion Sanders off. Okay, I know the season just started. Okay, um, but after losing to Georgia Tech and then go on and win, what was the school? Was it Delaware? That they end up beating. It's like, okay, fine. Cool. All right, but I feel like the big test, Delaware, the big test was going to be Houston on the road. Many people thought that, okay, look, if he can get through this, if he can win this Houston game, okay, impressive. No, Deion Sanders was not happy with the performance of his team and everything, and just that the quarterback swap, okay, going on. What was it? Who they had? I know they got stopped. The other guy is a feel-good story. Okay. But Salter is a guy. You know what I'm saying? He gets benched for Staub, and he didn't do that well in the game against Houston. Okay. And look, man, this article is referring to a post article on Outkick of is it time for Deion Sanders to leave? And it's too soon for those talks, but it's definitely in people's minds. Okay. All right. I mean, basically the article is basically they're just saying that, look, man, it's a 1-2 start. It's not looking good. Okay. Look, he's made him a lot of money. All right. It's going into year three. Should they already be, year three is the make it or break it year kind of in the rebuild and resurrection program. And it doesn't look like that, right? You don't feel the same juice in Colorado, right? I mean, did Deion get the players he needed, right? It's tough to recruit to get guys to come to Boulder. It just is, to get the premium talent, to come all the way to Colorado as opposed to being, in the Midwest and in the South. It's just a bit too much. It's looking like this is too big of a task for Deion Sanders here. I think that, for Deion Sanders' sake, you want to still end this season on a high note, even if you don't win 9 games. Can you find a way to win 5-6 games at least, right? Saying the bar was set a little higher last year, and now the bar is set back a little lower. Well, we understand how electric Shador Sanders was and Travis Hunter, and just the energy they brought from a personality standpoint and from a play on the field standpoint. Those 2 years. It gave Colorado a lot of money, a lot of hope, but you knew that phase of the circus was going to end. It wasn't going to last long. And Deion Sanders under a lot of pressure. Now we understand Deion Sanders has some health issues, and I'm glad he's okay. We're very thankful for that. But despite you having health issues and recovering from that. God be the glory. There's still a level of performance that needs to be had, right? So look, if for Deion's sake, he has and the season should needs to end somewhat decently, right? If there is going to be, talks of him bouncing, I mean, he can't just leave and go to a new school. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like you can't just shit the bed this season and then think that, there's an opportunity out there that is going to take you now for namesake. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe if he had left after last season, sure. But this year, no. You know what I'm saying? I think that he needs to end this season on a strong note, because if he doesn't, I don't. Why would a school, with a lot of money bring him in, right? I mean, maybe they could because of his name again, but I mean, are players being undisciplined at Colorado, right? Are you being frustrated because the guys you brought in aren't listening? Is there a culture problem? Is he too player friendly? I don't know, right? I mean, but usually when players are undisciplined, you're getting frustrated. I mean, that could be the case. You know what I'm saying? But it is is the prime magic over? Is the prime effect over? I don't know, but it is leaning towards that. You know what I'm saying? And look, at 1-2, you have a chance at home versus Wyoming. Could you win that game? Right? Could you get your team to 2-2, right? And kind of stave off the talks. I think the Houston game, I thought the Houston game was a stretch. I thought that Houston, I just thought it'd be difficult. I think Houston's a pretty, they're 3-0, right? It's a good school, good football program. But, what I'm saying, could you have gotten that one? No. But can you get Wyoming at home? Okay, if you can't get Wyoming at home, Wyoming's 2-1. I see the rumblings continuing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a Coach Prime supporter. I'm happy with the things he's done in Colorado. Okay. The school desperately needed a spark. They needed the money, the cash injection. They got that. Okay. And then on top of that too, they got, he got that contract, he got that 5-year, $54 million contract. That goes through 2029. He's made him a lot of money, so I'm sure they can afford the buyout or come to some type of buyout agreement. But what will Coach Prime do if they don't want him back, right? Would the school have the balls to cut ties, right? Who are you as Colorado to think that you can just get off of Deion Sanders unless Deion Sanders wants to go? You know what I'm saying? It's a very weird situation right now for Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes. Okay, he doesn't seem that happy right now. 1-2. Okay, we all knew this was gonna be a difficult year for him. I thought because of, unless the guys you brought in, those 5 stars you got in, he has a 17-year-old quarterback with Julian Lewis on that team. People were saying, should they play him? Deion Sanders is trying to throw something on the wall that sticks, and that's unfortunate as opposed to being confident what you had, and then now you're kind of quick pulling the levers here and there, and everything just seems up in flux right now. And the only thing that can quell this is winning, especially just trying to win some of these games at home that you have a 50-50 chance where you don't seem like the underwhelming favorite or you're considered the favorite. You got to win those games. You know what I'm saying? So, right now the prime effect and the magic is just kind of not there right now. But it's early. We don't want to write the obituary on the season and on Coach Prime, but it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. But let's hope for the best as us Deion Sanders supporters, and we can have something positive to talk about. But right now, it seems like it's going to be a minute. Could that turn around this weekend and he can build on top of that? We shall see. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this with Deion Sanders at Colorado. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.